Okay, we're gonna make some super easy pizza dough. First you need 4 cups of sugar. Flour. Yeah, flour. 4 cups of sugar, that'd be great. There's your 4 cups of flour. Gonna make a well. Now you want to add to this a couple teaspoons of salt. Close enough. Gonna mix that in there evenly. So good. Okay, we got that. Now what we got is a packet of yeast that's been proofed for 5 minutes in 1.5 cups of water at 100 degrees with a teaspoon of sugar mixed in to feed the yeast. So 1.5 cups of water at 110 degrees for 5 minutes. And it turned out pretty well. So we're going to add that in the middle. Yeah, that's all. That's good enough. It's plenty. We got that. And we already added the salt. We'll put that salt away. The only other thing you really need for this is 2 tablespoons of oil. Extra virgin olive oil, that is. So we'll do that. You're going to need a couple teaspoons to grease your bowl you're going to let your dough rise in. And you know what? We can really just grease this bad boy right now. I'll do that here. About 2 teaspoons. And just do this. That's good to go. Now this is going to be enough for 2 14-inch pizzas. Now you can let this dough rise for an hour if you want to use it the same day till it doubles in size. Or if you want it to taste better, you can put it straight into the refrigerator for 2 days. Then bring it out to rise, double in size. Now I'm going to do both actually. I'm going to use one today, so it's going to double in size over the next hour. And the other half I'm going to put straight in the fridge. I'm going to get this out of the way. Now this dough, you just want to mix it until it's tacky, like a booger. You don't want it too dry. If it's too dry, add a tablespoon of water at a time until it's just tacky, like a booger. If it's too wet, add a tablespoon of flour at a time until it's just tacky, like a booger. We can go ahead and mix this up. Yeah, you don't even have to use a fork or anything. Mix this bad boy up here. Until it starts coming together. Yeah, it's coming out nice already. Probably should use a fork though, huh? I'm too lazy to do dishes. But this is actually more work than it needed to be, but that's about right. Like a booger. Alright, got all that in there. That's about all the flour too. It's coming together nicely. Yeah, there's still dry flour under there. But you know exactly how much flour and water ratio you're going to have. Really depends on your flour. Is it all-purpose flour? Is it bread flour? It's going to depend on the humidity in your environment too. It's going to be really important. So that's why it's never exactly. So that's why it's about 4 cups of flour, 3.5 to 4 cups of flour, about 1.5 cups of water. And you see this is coming together. And there's still some down there, but that's good enough. Now this is ready to be turned out actually. And then you just net it for a little bit. Toss some flour out here on the board. That's plenty. This bad boy, start netting it. You want to make sure that you net it for a good few minutes. And you'll get your consistency. You'll start to feel it. Now it's starting to get a little tacky there as it comes together. Do the heel method. And that's tacky. That's really good enough right there. Throw that extra on there. You can see a little bit tacky there. That's how you want it. Now, like I said, I'm going to put a half of this in the fridge and let it sit for 2 days. And the other half, I'm going to let it sit out for an hour now and double in size. And then in a couple days, I'll bring that one from the fridge out, have pizza again, and let it come to size then. It actually tastes better. So we got that. Want about half of it. Yeah, it looks about right. That one's just a little bit bigger. I'll use that one. I'm sort of hungry. Yeah. We got that. I'm going to oil it up. Way it can expand at its leisure. I'm going to cover it. This one goes in the fridge. This one's going to go in its own bowl. Then I'll be back in an hour to make a pizza out of it.